Okay, let's continue with part 2 of Unit 10. So we will look at the reading. Let's take a look at the reading together. Okay, so what did the tourists like about Salvador? Okay, so someone took a trip to this place called Salvador in Brazil. Okay, so let's read about it, and then we'll do some charts about the reading. Okay, so 3 days in Salvador. Are you looking for a fun time in a beautiful city? Go to Salvador. Salvador is a beautiful city on the northeast coast of Brazil. We were there for a few days last month and had a great time. The people were friendly, the weather was hot and sunny, and the nightlife was exciting. Day 1. We arrived Friday morning. First, we went to our hotel. Then we visited a really interesting museum, the Modern Art Museum of Bahia. In the evening, we went to a wonderful restaurant. After that, we went to a club and danced until 2 in the morning. Day 2. The next morning, we slept late. After breakfast, we walked around in the Pelourinho district. It's a historic neighborhood with charming, colorful buildings. We visited some old houses. Next, we went shopping for some gifts. At night, we went out and listened to samba music. Day 3. On Sunday, we went to Itaparica Island and relaxed all day. Salvador is a wonderful city, and we were sad to leave. Okay, so let's do part B. So complete the chart with information about the trip to Salvador. Okay, so the people were friendly, right? The people were friendly. The weather was hot and sunny. Okay, what activities did they do? Okay, they had some exciting nightlife, right? Some dancing. Okay, they did shopping also. Okay, and places. They went to an interesting museum, a historic neighborhood, okay, and an island. Okay, so think of a place you visited. Okay, and then take notes about things you did. What did you do, right, in the chart? Okay, so the name of a place, maybe you went to Jeju, or maybe you went to Tokyo or Osaka before. So what did you do on day 1, day 2, and day 3? Okay, so day 1, so I can say I went to Hawaii. Okay, day 1, I rented a car and drove around the island. Okay, day 2, okay, I went swimming and cliff jumping into the water. And day 3, I went shopping with my friend and walked on the beach. Okay, so tell me what you did for a place that you visited. Okay, go ahead and write it down. Okay, and then when you finished, we will go to the presenting page. Okay, we'll skip the video page. We'll take a look at the presentation. Okay, let's read the brochure. Okay, list 3 good things about Hong Kong. Okay, what are 3 good things about Hong Kong? Okay, and when you're doing a presentation, use rhetorical questions. Okay, rhetorical questions are questions we don't expect an answer to. Use them to keep your audience interested. Okay, so let's read the brochure first, and then we'll write down 3 good things about Hong Kong. Okay, visit Hong Kong. Are you looking for an exciting vacation? Visit Hong Kong. Hong Kong is famous for its shopping, its interesting history and culture, and its beautiful, quiet places. Do you love to shop? Okay, right, that's the rhetorical question, right? Oh, you'll love Hong Kong. It has some great malls like Festival Walk and Harbor City. There are also some wonderful street markets. In Hong Kong, you'll find a lot of high-end fashions, but you can also find some great deals. Are you interested in history? Okay. Hong Kong is the place for you. There are many historical buildings and museums. A good place to start is the Hong Kong Museum of History. Do you sometimes like to get away from crowded places? Take a boat trip to some of Hong Kong's beautiful islands where you can visit fishing villages and quiet beaches. So go to Hong Kong. You'll love it. Okay, so what are 3 good things about Hong Kong? Maybe the shopping, right? The history, right? The historical buildings and museums. Okay, and also maybe the beautiful islands around Hong Kong. Okay, so you can write down those 3 good things about Hong Kong. Okay, and then for part B, just circle the rhetorical questions from the brochure, from the reading. Okay, so the first one is, oh, do you love to shop? Okay, are you interested in history? Okay, you can circle those. And, oh, do you sometimes like to get away from crowded places? Okay, you can circle that too. Okay. Okay, and the last part, part C, think of a city you like or a city you want to visit. Make a list of 3 to 5 good things about the city. Write a rhetorical question to introduce each thing. Okay? So maybe you can write about Seoul or Busan or somewhere like Paris or Tokyo. Okay, and then write down 3 good things or 5 good things about it. So for example, if I do Paris, Paris, I could say some good things are the sightseeing, right? Okay, so do you love sightseeing and taking photos, right? I can make that a rhetorical question. Okay, and maybe I could say the history. Okay, right, are you interested in history? Okay. Right, so go ahead and make some historical questions about some place that you're interested in. Okay. All right, go ahead, pause the video. Take your time to do that. And when you finish, we'll check your answers for the workbook. Okay, so let's start with the vocabulary first for page 56. Okay. So part 1, vocabulary. Okay, number 1, not quiet, full of loud sounds. Okay, C, noisy. Very interesting, not boring. Okay, exciting. Okay, new, not old. Modern. Old, not new. Okay, historic. Full of people, not empty. Crowded. Free from danger, not able to be hurt. Safe. Pretty, attractive, pleasing. Okay, beautiful. Okay, part B. Okay, put a plus next to the positive meaning and minus next to a negative meaning. Okay, so charming, plus, crowded, minus, exciting, plus, historic, plus, modern, plus, noisy, negative, safe, plus, beautiful, plus. Okay, part C. Number 1, Bangalore is a very modern city. 2, Singapore is a very safe city. 3, people also play loud music. Okay, so the city is noisy. 4, with its old buildings and beautiful art, Florence is both, okay, historic and charming. Okay, let's go ahead and do page 58. Okay, we'll start with the grammar first. Okay, part A. Number 1, why were you in Boston? I was there on vacation. How long was Anna in Melbourne? 3 weeks. What were the people like? They were very charming. When was Hugo there? Last summer. Where was Jack yesterday? he was sick at home. Okay, part B. Okay, write the question for each answer below. Okay. Maybe you can say for number 1, oh, where were you? Where were you last month? Where were you last month? Oh, I was in Thailand last month. Okay. 2, why were you there? We were there for work. 3. Okay. How about for number 3? Sorry. When were you in Japan? When were you in Japan? I was in Japan in December. Okay. How long were you there? Only a week. How was the weather? It was sunny and hot. Where were they last weekend? They were out of town last weekend. And 7, when were they out of town? They were out of town last weekend. Okay, and then for part C, just answer the questions about you. Answer the questions about you. Okay, so where was your last vacation? Okay, my last vacation was in Namhae. Okay. Well, when was your last vacation? Okay, it was last summer. How long were you there? Okay, I stayed 3 days. How was the weather? It was sunny and hot. What was the city or country like? Namhae was very beautiful and charming countryside. What were the people like? The people were very kind and friendly. Okay, so just answer about you and somewhere you went. Okay, and then for part 4, okay, let's go ahead and do part B together. Number the events of the reading. Okay, so number 1, he arrived in Seoul. 2, he visited Cheongdokgung Palace. 3, he hiked up Mount Hala. 4, he swam in the ocean at Sogwipo. 5, he went to a museum. 6, he ate bibimbap. 7, he hiked up a stone monument. And 8, he left South Korea. Okay, and then for part C, okay, so just tell me the places visited and what were some of the activities, right? So for example, in Seoul, he went to the museums and historic places. Okay, like Cheongdokgung Palace. Okay, and then when he was in Jeju, right? He hiked up Mount Hala. Okay, and he swam in the ocean. Okay, and then when he went to Jeonju, he went to the museums and historic buildings, and he had bibimbap. Okay, and Gongnamul Gukbap. Okay, and he hiked a stone monument. All right. Okay, so that's it for Unit 10. So if you want, you can start, you can text me next week, and if you guys want, you can do the video call with me, and we can do the final speaking test. Just text me, and then we can set up the time when we want to do it. And also just send me the photo of the script, okay, of the conversation you want to do, either with your class partner or with me. If you have any questions, just email me or text me. I will give you my Kakao ID. Thank you.